NetSuite takes security seriously, and part of having a secure system includes ensuring that the users accessing NetSuite are supposed to be accessing it. Let's look at 3 ways to ensure user authentication in NetSuite: security questions, passwords, and, for some users, two-factor authentication. First, let's look at how to set up security questions. The first time users log into NetSuite, they are prompted to set up 3 security questions. These questions will be needed whenever you forget your password, log in with a new browser, or log in with a new computer. If you don't want to set up these questions the first time you log in, you can hit the Remind Me Later button up to 5 times to temporarily bypass setting up the security questions. If you do bypass the security questions when logging in for one of your first 5 logins, you can always complete that task by going to the Set Up Security Questions link in the Settings portlet on your home dashboard. When setting up security questions, you will first need to enter your current NetSuite password. Then, you can choose 3 security questions from the drop-down lists and provide memorable answers for each one. Each answer must be unique, have a minimum of 3 characters, and be different from either your email or your password. Answers to security questions are not case-sensitive, so you just have to remember the actual word that you use to answer each question. At times, you may find that you need to update your security questions and answers. You can easily change them when you are logged into NetSuite. Simply navigate to the Settings portlet on your home dashboard and select the Update Security Questions link. Then, you will be taken to the Update Security Questions page where you will follow the same steps you did when you initially set up your security questions. In the event that you forget the answers to your security questions, you have 2 options. First, if you are already logged into NetSuite, you can simply follow the steps to update your security questions. You may not realize that you forgot the answers to your security questions, however, until you have exhausted your 6 permitted attempts while trying to log in. When that happens, either you or your account administrator must reset your password in order to provide you with access to your account. If your administrator resets your password, then your security questions will also reset, requiring you to go through the entire process of setting them up again. If, however, you reset your own password, then all the previous questions and answers will carry over. But since you got into this predicament because of forgetting your answers, it may be a good idea to go ahead and change them to something you can more easily remember. Passwords are another way to provide user authentication. On a regular basis, you will need to change your NetSuite password before it expires. To change your password, you can either click the link in the password expiration reminder email you get, or you can select the Change Password link in the Settings portlet. Either link will take you to the Change Password page in NetSuite. On this page, you will need to enter your current password as well as a new password. To the right of the page, you will see the password criteria. As you type in your new password, the criteria box will display a check mark next to each criterion as it is met. If you forget your password, you can select the Forgot Your Password link on the sign-in page. After clicking this link, you will be prompted to enter the email that is associated with your NetSuite account. Once you receive the email from NetSuite to reset your password, click the link provided in the email and follow all the instructions to reset your password. Finally, NetSuite's two-factor authentication, frequently referred to as 2FA, is a free feature that provides an increased level of security for specific NetSuite accounts. Users whose accounts are set up with 2FA must occasionally enter a verification code when they log into NetSuite. In addition, users who have 2FA will not be asked for their security questions unless they have forgotten their password. So, who uses 2FA? The administrator role is the only role that automatically requires 2FA, but administrators can require 2FA for other roles as well. To make 2FA mandatory for other roles, administrators must navigate to Setup, Users Roles, Two-Factor Authentication, Two-Factor Authentication Roles. On this page, administrators can determine which roles should require 2FA. They can also decide the time frame of devices being trusted after they have put in the verification code, with 30 days being the maximum amount of time devices will be trusted. Users who need 2FA must set up their 2FA preferences. When logging in with a 2FA required role for the first time, you will need to enter the verification code that NetSuite sends to your account email. Then, you will be taken directly to the Security Setup page. On this page, you will see 2 methods of authentication: an authenticator app, and your phone via SMS or a call. You will set up one of these as your primary method of authentication and the other as your secondary method. NetSuite recommends using an authenticator app as your primary method of authentication, and you can find a list of compatible authenticator apps on the Suite Answers page, Supported Authenticator Apps. After choosing and setting up both your primary and secondary methods of authentication, click Next. The final section of 2FA Setup is simply a list of backup codes. The backup codes can be used to access your NetSuite account if neither of the first 2 methods is available to you. When users with 2FA required for their accounts are prompted to enter a verification code while logging into NetSuite, They will receive the necessary verification code via their chosen primary method. The verification code is valid for only a limited time, however, so there should not be a long delay between receiving the code and using it to log into NetSuite. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let us know by hitting the like button. And to learn more about how SuiteRep can help you with all of your NetSuite needs, visit us at suiterep.com.